Welcome back to Currency 365. Article title says Central Steps Useless Currency Auction Should Be Canceled. So here's another article. There's so many articles coming out about stopping the auction. I don't understand how you can have not like 15 articles on stopping the auctions, and then today there's still auctions. If the finance committees are and the economists are telling you to stop the auctions, why are you still doing it? So apparently you don't want to listen to them. You don't want to do what's right for the country and stop it and turn off the program rate and turn on the market rate. Well, another thing is Alac can't revalue the currency right now. He could only revalue it January 1, going into January 4th. Let me repeat that. Alac can't revalue the currency right now. He can only do it January 1 going into January 4th. Only Shabibi can revalue the currency at any time. So we want the currency auctions to stop, but we haven't seen Dr. Shabibi say, I'm in control of the CBI. So we need to understand that as well as we continue to scream, because we're going to continue to scream, we want the currency auction stopped. But the problem is you stop those currency auctions and then they turn off that program rate. They got to show you the real rate, don't they? They got to revalue the currency, don't they? So, they got to, put the tax and tariffs in and all that other good stuff. And but Alac cannot revalue the currency unless it's January 1 going into January 4th. Unless Dr. Shabibi says, I am in charge now. We have not seen that yet. So let's continue here. It says economists stressed on Friday that the central bank's steps to reduce the amount of funds sold through the auctions on the daily are useless. Currency control ports, corruption, and smuggling currency. Yes, it is. It says here, calling for a plan of economic limit foreign currency within governmental institutions and cancel auctions daily bank to sell the dollar. Okay, so, and this economist is Habib. Okay, I haven't heard the name Habib in a long time. I used to hear the name. That used to be a popular name in the Middle East. I haven't heard that name in a long time. Habib. Mr. Habib, what's going on, brother? All right, so Mr. Habib says for the range to reduce the amount sold by the central bank does not necessarily control the ports of embezzlement and smuggling money abroad. Develop economic plan court to study the actual needs of the local market from the dollar that is converted to import consumer goods on a daily basis and limit foreign currency at the state economic enterprises represented by the central bank. Okay. So he wants them to turn off the currency auction as well. So everybody, I just read an article about Shamari telling them to turn it off. Tamimi tells them to turn it off. Najib tells them to turn it off. Everybody on the at the committee, financial committee, turn off the currency auctions. Okay, and Alac's sitting there like, if I turn them off and we implement all these things, I have to show a rate, and I cannot manipulate the system until January 1 to show the rate. Unless Dr. Shabibi returns, and he hasn't shown his face yet. So, Alac's sitting there like, you guys want me to turn it off, but I cannot, because if I do, that means you guys are going to put the tariffs and taxes and everything in. I need to show you a new rate, and I cannot show a new rate until January 1, because that's the only time I can manipulate the mechanisms of the CBI. I mean, Speaker of the House Jabari already told you guys that in mid-year 2015 with that article. He said, we're sorry, we should have been done this in 2011, 2012, and no one can do it until January 1. So here we are, about to we're in December. If we don't see Shabibi poke his head out and say, I am the CBI governor, I'm in control, or he doesn't have to be the CBI governor, just tell us you're in control, my dude, So if he tells us that he's in control, then we're going to see this thing in December. If he doesn't, then we got to hope that Alac is able to manipulate the mechanisms like he's supposed to, with the help of Dr. Shabibi if he's there, or if he can fly in or whatever, or with the help with Muhammad Mohammed Saleh and Abadi and them and the finance committee can all go in there and manipulate the system and make it 1-to-1 or whatever they have to do and revalue the currency January 1 going into January 4. Okay, so that's what we're up against. The reason why we haven't seen the revaluation because we haven't seen Dr. Shabibi. We said this how many times? We're not going to see anything unless we see Dr. Shabibi say, I am the CBI governor or I am in control. If not, we got to wait till January 1 going into January 4th. That's just plain and simple, and that's the way it's always been, right? So there you have it. So so everybody's saying stop the currency auctions, but they haven't seen Dr. Shabibi say I'm in control. This is interesting. This is going to be interesting in the next 3 weeks. The next 3 weeks of our lives are going to be very, 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 very interesting and historic. I think we're going to see an historic event happen in the Middle East. Currency 365, I'm out.